Today we are going to discuss about the relationship between two physical quantities. Means we have already studied about electric potential and electric field. So today's our first topic, that is related to the relation between electric field and electric potential. Here you have to see electric field, this is this is what vector quantity, and electric potential, this is what is scalar quantity. And for relationship, here you have to see, suppose this is the one point O, and at this point we are keeping plus Q charge. This is, we are saying that this is what source charge. Suppose means the direction of electric field, it is away from this charge, and in the electric field we are considering 2 points. Suppose this is the point 1 and here this is the point 2, right? Suppose at this point 1 we are keeping a unit positive test charge. What? This is the unit positive test charge. And suppose the distance between 1 and 2, this is the too small, and that we are saying that suppose this is the vector dr, right? Now here you have to see when we are bringing this unit positive test charge from point 1 to point 2, this is the small distance is there. So here you have to see some external force is required against this electrostatic force between these two, this charge, right? So suppose we are bringing this unit positive charge in this direction, then what force is required? Here you have to see vector F, this is equal to Q naught, that we are bringing this Q naught, and then after this is what vector E. Here you have to see one thing, we are applying the force what in just opposite to this electric field that is generated by this plus Q charge. Therefore what? They are what? Opposite in nature, so here we are putting what? Minus sign. Now here you have to see for this displacement from point 1 to point 2, if this vector dr, if suppose this is what is small, then small work done from point 1 to 2. So small work done from 1 to 2, right? I'm moving this Q naught from point 1 to 2. So here you have to see dW, this is equal to force into this is the displacement, and this is what vector. And vector F from here you have to see, this is the minus Q naught vector E, and this is dot dr. Or we can write this is the minus Q naught, and then this is the vector E dot vector dr. This we are writing. This is what is small work done. Now suppose here this is the one, and if you are going to use the definition of the potential difference, suppose at point 1 this potential, this is the V1, or simply this V, and here you see this point 2, this is the closer to this charge plus Q. Therefore definitely the potential at this point, this is the little increases because distance this is what also very less. Suppose at point 2 this potential, this is increased by little amount dV, so this is the V plus dV. This we are going to consider, this is the electrostatic potential at point 2. Now here to use the definition of what? Electrostatic potential difference. So this is what, by definition of potential difference or electrostatic potential difference. So here potential, this is what? V plus dV, and here this is the potential V. This is equal to work done from this to this is the dW, and then after this is the Q naught charge is there, so here this is the Q naught. So this is the cancel out. So dV, this what we are getting, that this is the dW upon what, Q naught. This we are having. Now from equation 1, dW we can put, this is, so from equation 1, so dV, this is equal to dW means minus Q naught vector E dot vector dr, and then after this is what, Q naught. So this is cancelled out. So dV, this is equal to minus vector E dot vector dr, right? Or we can write this here opposite, dV by dr vector dr, and then this is the minus E vector E, or we can write vector E, this is equal to minus dV by vector dr. So here you have to see this, the change of electric potential with respect to distance, this is known as what, a potential gradient, right? So this quantity are here you have to see in magnitude. Now this portion we are going to run. From here you have to see in magnitude, suppose this is the 1 or 2. In magnitude, what we are getting, that vector E, this is equal to dV by dr, where dV by dr, this is what, potential gradient. This is known as what, potential gradient, right? So here you have to say this is the relationship in magnitude E equal to dV by dr, and here you have to see this is what in vector form. And one thing you have to see, that we know electric potential, this is what is scalar quantity, but this potential gradient, this is what, vector quantity. This is the one note is there. This potential gradient, this is what, a vector quantity, right? To this is the equation 2. So from 2 here you have to see, from 2 what we are getting, that ki the electric field at that point, means electric field at any point is equal to negative gradient of, is equal to negative gradient of electric potential. Negative gradient of what, electric potential. So this is the complete discussion of the relationship between electric field and the electric potential. Now after this one we are going to discuss about electrostatic equipotential surface, and this is very important topic for your examination point of view. So next topic, that is related to the equipotential surface. Potential surfaces. Equipotential surface. Then after properties. So here you have to see what is the meaning of equipotential surface. Means you have to take any surface in electric field, and then after, if each and every point on a particular surface, if the value of electric potential this is the same, then that surface is said to be what, equipotential surface. Means a surface in electric field is said to be equipotential surface if the value of electric potential if the value of electric potential is same at each and every point, on the surface, So this is the meaning of what equipotential surface means. What we are written means a surface in electric field is said to be what equipotential surface if the value of electric potential is same at each and every point on the given surface what we are considered, right? So this is the meaning of equipotential surface, and after this one we are going to discuss what is the properties of the equipotential surface, right? So properties of equipotential surfaces or single surface, right? So first property you have to see. Suppose this is the suppose we are saying that this is what equipotential surface means, each and every point the value of electric potential, this is what same. So this is what equipotential surface that we are going to consider, right? Suppose on this surface we are fixing 2 points. Suppose this is the one and then after this is the another, and at this point suppose this is the A and then after this is the B, right? This is the one we have to consider. Suppose at this point we are keeping one unit positive test charge, and we want to bring this unit positive test charge from this point to this point. Suppose work done we are going to consider this is the W. Then by definition of the potential difference, potential at this point suppose VB, and potential at this point suppose this is VB and this VA, and here this is the W upon what we are bringing Q0. But here to see, if this is the equipotential surface, then definitely VB this is equal to what VA, because at each and every point the value of electric potential this is what same. So here we are putting VB equal to VA. So here suppose this is the VB and here this is the VB also, because VB this is equal to VA. So this is equal to W upon Q0. So this is the 0 and then this is the Q0. So W this is what 0. Means what? If we are having any charge and that charge is moving on the surface of the equipotential surface, then no external work done is what required. So this is the first property, means so from this one what we are finding, what is the result? No work is required in moving a charge, a unit positive charge, or any charge. No work is required in moving a charge from one point to other. No work is required in moving a charge from one point to other in equipotential surface. In equipotential surface means what? No work is required in moving a charge from one point to other in equipotential surface, right? So this is the first one. Second, you have to see, suppose equipotential surface is there, then electric field is always normal to that equipotential surface. So second one, electric field is always normal to equipotential surface. Always normal to equipotential surface. This is the next one. It means if any equipotential surface is there, then the direction of electric field is what? Always normal to that surface. So justification you see. In first one what we are discussed ki suppose we are having any equipotential surface, and on that surface if you are moving any unit positive charge from or any charge from one point to other, there is no work done is required. So this is the first one. And second one what we are written ki electric field is always normal to the equipotential surface. Means what? Ki suppose this is the equipotential surface, right? This is what? Equipotential surface. And then the direction of electric field is what? This is the suppose vector E. This is always normal to that surface, means it is making the 90-degree angle. Means this is what? 90-degree angle. This is the next property. Suppose electric field is not making 90 degree, then what happens? Here you see. Suppose we are going to consider this electric field is not making the 90-degree angle, means this condition is there. Suppose this is the equipotential surface, and here electric field it is making some angle. Suppose this is what? Theta. This is the direction of the electric field. Now if electric field, you know, this is the vector quantity, so it is having two components. This is one suppose vertical component, this is the E sin theta, and one suppose this component, this is what? E cos theta. Now listen, if electric field is not normal to that equipotential surface, then here this is the next situation is there. So here you have to see this E cos theta, this is the one component of this electric field which is effective on the surface of this equipotential surface, and due to the presence of this component, some work is required. Due to presence of this what? E cos theta, some work done is required. Work done is required in moving a charge from one point to other. From one point to other, right? On equipotential surface. On equipotential surface. Now this condition we are getting that when electric field this is not making 90 degree with this equipotential surface. So this result we are getting, that means if you are having any charge, and when we want to move that charge from one point to another on equipotential surface, then due to the presence of this component E cos theta, some work done is required, right? But practically what we are finding that it is not there, because no work done is required. Therefore this assumption is what? Wrong. So this is correct, means electric field is always normal to the equipotential surface, right? So this is the second one. After this one you have to see now third. We know this relation today we are discussed E equal to dV by dr in magnitude, right? So here for equipotential surface dV, this is what? Constant, means each and every point the value of electric potential, this is the constant. So for equipotential surface, dV, this is what? Constant. If dV is constant, it means that E is inversely proportional to dr. Means what? If we are increasing the this distance Then with respect to that, the value of electric field, this is what decreases, this is right. So here you have to see R, we can write dr is inversely proportional to this is the E. Means if in stronger region of the electric field, the distance between electric potential, means electric potential surfaces, they are closer to each other, but when we are decreasing this one, then distance between equipotential surfaces, this is what increases. So from this one, what we are getting that at strong region of electric field, at strong region of electric field, the equipotential surfaces are closer to each other, and in region of weak electric field, and in region of weak electric field, the distances of equipotential surface are there farther to each other. In region of weak electric field, the equipotential surfaces, are farther to each other. Means what? Suppose we are having any positive charge, this is, and the direction of electric field, they are radially outward, means like that. Then here you have to see where the electric field lines, they are closer to each other, there the strength of electric field are greater. Therefore, if you are going to the equipotential surfaces, they are very closer to each other. When we are increasing the distance, and at this region, the with respect to distance, the value of electric field, this is the decreases. Therefore, the distance between equipotential surfaces, this is also what increases like that. You have to see this is the fourth property of the equipotential surfaces. Means no two equipotential surfaces can intersect each other. This is the next property. Means two equipotential surfaces never intersect to each other. If they are intersecting, so at the point of intersection, we are getting the two values of the electric potential, which is not possible at a particular point where only one value of the electrostatic potential is there. So this is the next property. No two equipotential surfaces can intersect each other, right? So after this one, we are going to discuss the equipotential surfaces for various charge system. So this is the next topic, equipotential surfaces for various charge system. Right, first one. Suppose we are taking any isolated charge, right? Suppose this is the first one, positive charge we are taking that. Then for this positive charge, we want to draw the equipotential surfaces. We have already drawn here. So we know that the electric fields, they are directed radially outward, means they are making a 90-degree angle like that. So this is the direction of the electric field lines. Now here you have to see near the charge, the strength of electric field, this is the maximum. So we know by the property of the equipotential surfaces where the electric field strength, this is the maximum, the equipotential surfaces they are closer to each other, means distance this is smaller. So here if we are going to draw the equipotential surfaces, this one, so they are concentric circles and their distance is also very less, but when you are increasing the distance, now the separation of the equipotential surfaces, this is what increases with the distance. So this is what equipotential surfaces for isolated point charge. Now after that, suppose we are making one electric dipole and then in that case what is the pattern of the equipotential surfaces. So second one here, if you see, this is the first, this is over for isolated positive point charge. Second one, for system of the equal and opposite charges, means we are taking one dipole, right? So here this is the second. Suppose we are taking the equal and opposite charges, one plus and then second one minus. So the direction of electric field, this is what? This is from positive to negative, and all electric field lines due to the attraction they are they are originated from positive charge and they are going towards negative charge, like that. This is the pattern of the electric field lines. In chapter 1 already we have discussed that. Here you have to see in this region the electric field lines, they are very closer to each other. Therefore in this region the strength of electric field, this is what maximum in comparison to outer region. Therefore if you are going to draw the equipotential surfaces, so in this side and they are closer to each other, means in comparison to this one, so like that equipotential surfaces are there, means in inside they are very closer to each other, but in this side they are separation, this is the increases. The reason is that because in this region the weaker electric field is. Here also same thing is there. In this region the electric field strength, this is the maximum. So when you are going to draw the equipotential surfaces, so like that. This is the pattern of the equipotential surfaces in the case of the equal and opposite charges, means electric dipole. Now next one is there. Suppose we are taking what? We are taking the similar type of charges. In that case, what is the pattern of the this equipotential surfaces? So this is the third one. Means equipotential surfaces for similar type of charges. Suppose this is the positive and this is the positive, right? So here suppose this is the electric field in this, and due to the equal and the similar type of charges, here this is the reason of what? At this point no electric field is exist due to the repulsive nature, right? And that due to the repulsive nature, all the electric field lines, they are going in this direction, and for this one they are also going in this direction. At this point this is the neutral, there is no electric field exist. So here you have to see in left hand side the electric field lines, they are very closer to each other. Therefore in this region the equipotential surfaces, they are closer to each other, like that. But in this region the very less electric field lines are there, means weak electric field region is there. Therefore what we are getting that the equipotential surfaces, they are distance, this is what increases. Here also same thing is there. In this region the equipotential surfaces, they are closer to each other, but just opposite they are what? In this side the distance separation, this is what? Larger in comparison to this one. So this is the pattern of what? Equipotential surfaces in the case of when we are taking equal and opposite charges, right? Now fourth one, suppose we are having uniform electric field. Suppose this is the fourth one, and we are having this uniform electric field, right? And you know that in the direction of the electric field, the potential, this is what decreases, right? So in the case of this one, the pattern of the equipotential surfaces, their parallel planes are there, means like that. Suppose this is the one. Here, suppose this is another plane is there like that, and then after this is another plane like that, right? So here you have to see, and at this region, the suppose this is the electric potential of this entire region. This is the V1 and this V2, and then after this is the V3. So by the property, we know that in the direction of what electric field, the value of electric potential, this is what decreases. So in the case of the uniform electric field, parallel equidistant parallel planes are there, where the value of electric potential, this is what same. This at this entire, this is the electric potential same, here this is the same, and this is the same, and here what, they are equidistant from one another.